Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are here yet again with another semester review. So, the last semester was my year 4 semester 1. Overall, I took 5 courses and I'm here to tell you all about it today. So, let's get started. The first course that I took was Independent Study. Independent Study is counted as a cultural elective. And in this course, you will have to either create a script or you do a research paper. I did the first option. I choose to write a creative script. So first of all, just for your information in this course, you have to email the professor that you want to work with. So you have to send them a detailed proposal of what is your project about or what is your research going to be about. And then you propose your idea, and then you have to wait for the professor to accept you, and then you can enroll into this course. So I'm gonna tell you about my experience of doing creative writing for this. So for my creative script, we basically have to create a story. First, we need to have an outline of what the story is going to be about and what happens in the beginning, middle, and end. We have to think of all of those components, the characters, the genre that we were going to write, and then we have to discuss with the professor on, hey, is this working? What is this story missing? So basically, you're writing a script for a short film, which was really fun and also really challenging for me because I haven't write a creative piece in such a long time. The last time I did was in high school. So this is me rediscovering my love for creative writing as well. So just so you know, the professor does not take more than 3 people for the creative path, and she's the only person who could advise on how to do script writing. The other professors, you will have to do a research project, a 5,000 word project, instead of doing script writing with this professor that I did last semester. So basically, we had regular meetings for the first 2 weeks, and then it was twice a week. Like 2 weeks later, we talked to her again to see how the progress is going, how the script is going. So after we get approval of the outline and the storyline, we can start writing the first scene. And then we have to send it back to the professor to gain feedback from it before we can continue on with our script. So it was a really fun time. I wrote about 60 pages of script, which is more than what my friends who did independent study for a research paper, they wrote 5,000. I wrote 10,000 words for a script. But anyways, it was a fun experience. So if you are considering doing a script writing with the professor, you have to email her 1 semester in advance. So that is what I did. I booked with her since year 3 semester 2. That's why I can do it year 4 semester 1. The next subject that I will be talking about is food and culture. Food and culture is like one of the best and one of the most well-known class in Balak ever. People are fighting to get into this course because, you know, who does not love food? It's basically the Hunger Games. We have to fight during the registration period in order to get into this class. And then eventually I made it, like this semester, thank God. Yeah, thank you. So this is a cultural elective course, and I really love this course because we get to eat almost every week. and there were like 4 field trips to restaurants, and one of them is Le Cordon Bleu. If you love cooking, if you love eating, if you love writing about food, this course is definitely for you. And the best thing about this course is that there's no exams at all, but you will have to do projects. So there's one group midterm project, and then towards the final projects, you have to do both an individual and a group project. Yeah, mostly this class is about like projects and assignments that you need to do. So it is doable. There are no exams. So basically you have to apply the theories you learn in class into your project. And that's about it for food and culture. I will show you some of the pictures. Future Noom, please add the pictures around here so that the people could see. And if you are interested, please try to enroll into food and culture in your 4th year. The professor usually is kinder towards the 4th year who needs to graduate on time. So my recommendation is to take food and culture in 4th year. There's a greater chance of you getting it. Alright. The next course that I will be talking about is Culture and Things. Culture and Things is a cultural elective, and I find this class really interesting. And the perspective that we look on things in general, like objects like cameras, TV, that is considered as the medium. And we in this class look at the object as the message. So basically it's looking at the medium as the message. So it's about how objects and things around us shapes who we are. And in this class there is midterm, weekly discussions, and final group project. But to note, this class checks attendance, which is worth like a part of your grade, so please go to class. In order to actually like pass this class, you have to be there. Anyways, it's an interesting class which puts on you perspective on objects and how those objects shapes who we are. So if you're interested in that, maybe give Culture and Things a try. Next is one of my favorite class this semester, Popular Fiction. Of course, y'all know I loved reading. I have a book count. Go follow that. So in Popular Fiction, we get to read every single week from various genres, from thriller, crime, American detectives, British detectives, hard-boiled detectives, westerns, fantasy, young adult romance, and sci-fi. I really enjoy this class, guys. You get to read books. Ajahn basically gave us the copies of the books, so we don't have to buy them, and then we can just read them. If you love reading, please do yourself a favor and enroll in this class. As for this class, there are discussions, so basically you have to sign up to become a discussion leader, and that week you have to have questions about the book, and you have to ask other people about the book and discuss among each other in class. Then we have midterm exams, 4 quizzes in class writing. So basically the professor will give you like the topic, and then you have to write about it in class. And the next 2 things are a final exam and a genre report on a book that you like, and you have to compare it to the book that we read in class. For me, I did Nimona and Caraval. I compared those 2 together. So it was a really fun report to write about, and also makes me think more into the genre of fantasy. And lastly, Introduction to Italian Cinema. This is considered as a free elective for Balak students. It will not count as a humanities gen ed. So if you are Balak and you take this class, this will be your free elective, not your gen ed. So basically in this class, we look at the different time periods of Italian cinema. We look into different genres and the history that influenced Italian cinema. So basically, if you like history and Italian cinema, so you will really like this class because you have to incorporate the history, because history influenced the Italian film industry like quite a lot since around 1930s during the fascist regime. Yeah. And this class we have a midterm, and the midterm is mostly memorization, so you will have to do the assigned readings and read through the slides in class in order to pass the midterm. Another tip is that you have to watch the required movies to actually understand what's going on in class. So please do that. Please study, guys. Please don't just skip the assigned readings and assigned watching. It's not good for you, honestly. So basically there's 2 homeworks, 2 quizzes, a midterm exam, a group presentation, and a final movie analysis. All are doable. All are really easy, like for me, because I'm a Balak student. That's why it's quite easy, because we're familiar with the terms and we're familiar with like films, because if you took media like I did, you will be familiar with the devices that they use in the film and understand the themes of the movies. And that is it for this video. These are all the courses I took from my year 4 semester 1. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you later. Bye!